Hello, Tracy with Totally Traced. It is the first Wednesday of November, and so I'm here to do my monthly free card class. So I do have the measurements of the cards I'm going to be making. So here's the goal. You're going to get the supplies. So you need this. So you need a card base that's 8.5 by 5.5. You need cardstock that's 4 inches by 5.25. You want those to coordinate and then also match these designer series papers. So you'll need a 3-inch square and then a coordinating that's 2 inch by 4 inch, and then whatever your favorite bundle is. So I'm going to show you a template. I'm going to make 4 different cards using that same template. I'm just going to change up the papers, change up the stamps. And my goal is that you are also making a card along with me. All right, let's see. I'm just going to get set up on my computer here. We'll give everybody a second to join in. If you are here, go ahead and say hi in the comments so that I know. And then, of course, if you have any questions, any feedback, let me know. All right, so again, these are the measurements of what I'm using. So, I should also mention that every month I do this class, and so it's free. I really do want you to make these cards, but also you can get the cards that I make in a kit. And all you have to do is place a $40 order in my online store, and I will send you a kit. It'll look just like this. You'll get 4 envelopes with all the things inside to make these 4 cards. And then also I have my BOGO sale going on right now, so you can take advantage of that too. And I'll talk about that as we're going along. But let's get into the first card. So, for mine, I have a black card base. Hi, Minnie from Arizona. You might be the first person I've had from Arizona joining, so welcome. So that's my card base. I did score it at 4 1/4. Lost my measurement there for a minute. And then I've got, mine is white, 4 by 5 1/4. But again, it could be any color. Hey, Jane, welcome. That must mean you're done traveling. All right, then designer series paper. I am using it from the Modern Christmas Suite. Let's see, I pulled this paper out. I love this paper. Anytime it's gold specialty paper, I feel like I always buy it. I don't know if I've ever turned down one that has the gold. So it's this paper. So that's the A side. And then the B side has all the black and white, which I absolutely love as well. Oh, where's my Christmas tree one? Oh, maybe I'm missing a sheet of paper in here. Oh, there it is. It was hiding. I just love that one too. So I am using that paper. All of my cards, I think the 3 inch by 3 inch is going to be what's considered the B side. So in this case, that's like kind of the blingy side and then the more neutral side. And then you need a 2 inch by 4 inch. And then for my bundle, I am using the ornamental Christmas stamp. It's part of this suite. I'm trying to get it so you don't get that ring glare. So it those are the stamps. And then the best part of this bundle, in my opinion, is all the die cuts. Like the star is amazing. Last Wednesday, I did a class online using this bundle, and I'll show you those cards in a minute. Just so you can see all the things you can do with the die. So I'm going to glue the 4 by 5 1/4 to my card base. And then this is going to get centered horizontally, but you're going to want it up towards the top. I'm just going to kind of lay this one here, and this is going to get laid just like that. So that is the gist of our layout today. Super simple, and then of course we're going to jazz it up a little bit. So I'm going to glue this down. Hi, Sharon. Thanks for joining. All right, and then I'm going to attach this. I am not going to use glue on this. I found with this gold foil paper, especially this one because it's so much gold foil, you see all the lines. So I'm going to use tape, even though I'm not much of a tape person, the Stampin' Seal, just because it's very unforgiving and I'm not very good at placing the paper right the first time. All right, hopefully that is straight. All right, now I've got this Christmas tree. And again, this is right out of the bundle. And I'm gonna put that here. Now, one of the fun things about this bundle is because with the black, white, and gold embossing is a must for this. So it has this Christmas tree, which goes right on there. And I'll show you a tree that I've done. So look at that tree right there. So that could definitely be an option to jazz that up a little bit. In fact, I think I'm going to do it. I wasn't planning on it, but then I see that tree and it's so pretty, I'm going to. And that'll give you a little bit of time to pick out your supplies, figure out what you're going to make so that you're crafting with me. All right, so hopefully I have all my supplies here to actually do this. All right, I'm going to start with Versamark ink, and then I'm just going to ink this up. And then I'm going to stamp it right here. Hi, Carol. I'm into card 1 if you're just joining me. And don't worry, I'll pull the measurements back out so that you can see them and you can join me in for card number 2 because you are supposed to be making a card with me. All right, let's use this embossing tray and let's grab some gold embossing powder. You can tell I wasn't really planning on doing this because I'm having to dig for stuff. There it is. Of course, I was grabbing every color except for the golds. And then I'm just going to tap that off and I'm going to slide that out of the way. I'll clean that up later. And then because this is such a small piece and I do not want to burn my fingers, I'm just going to hold it with some tweezers. And then I'm going to use my heat embossing tool. I'm just going to run it over until it changes. And I'll try and get the right angle so that you can see it. There, it's starting to go. You see how it just starts to shine? Oh, good. Jane's making a card right now. She's really good at posting afterwards too, so you can see her version. So you'll have my 4 plus hers, and then I would love for all of you to post so we can steal ideas and get inspiration from each other. All right, so I'm thinking that's gonna go there. And then I just pulled out a white scrap because again, you're using your favorite bundle. So I'm using the Christmas tree from the Ornamental Christmas. And then we'll do Wishing You Peace and Joy. And I'm going to use black ink for that. And hope I get this straight. Hi, Karen, no worries. I'm only on card number 1, so even if you're a little late, I'm going to show all the measurements again, and you can join in. Okay, and then I'm just going to cut this down. And I'm thinking I want it to go kind of just like this. Yep, I like it just like that. So let me grab some dimensionals. I'll grab my little ones and my big ones. So on the Christmas tree, I'm just going to pop that up with the bigger ones. And then in this bundle, there's a star that you can add to your tree. Again, the ornaments are amazing, and I'll show you some sample cards here in a minute. All right, so there is card number 1. And I'm just going to put the measurements back out for you. And then, again, this is using the Modern Christmas Suite. And I did do a class on this last Wednesday. And so these were the cards that we made. And so I still have this kit available. The kit has everything you need to make 6 cards. You just need the sentiment. So the ribbon, all the gold, like the gold embellishments, all that is going to be in your kit, all the paper and cardstock prepped for you, a PDF tutorial, and then of course you can rewatch the video because I'll send you the link. The link to order that kit is in the comments section. All right, I'm going to clean up here a little bit. Take a look at those measurements. I would love for you to get your supplies and make your own version of this card. Whenever I do my free card class, I'm doing it that, oh, thanks, I see some thumbs up going by. I'm always picking templates that will really work with anything. Because I know when I see other people's designs, I'm like, oh, I'm going to make that. And then I think, ooh, if I only had this, or I don't have the right paper, I don't have the right bundle, whatever it is, that is not the case with this. It's going to work with whatever you have at home. All right, I'm going to set that aside. And let's see what card number 2 is. Okay, oh, actually, I want to save that one for last. Oh, just kidding. Okay, so for this one, I have my card base. So this is Timid Tiger, 8.5 by 5.5. And then I'm using white cardstock again. Don't feel like you're stuck in that white cardstock though, because I know that's 2 cards in a row I've done that. You'll see I think my next one does not have that. Then for my designer series paper, I'm actually using the, what's this called? So it's called the Color Families Designer Series paper. And I don't know if you know this, but it comes in every color family. So I'm using the in colors. So I'm going to use Timid Tiger, but it comes with every color has these 2 sheets. And then of course these are the back. Great neutrals for you to have as a background. So this is the cloud cover, the strawberry slush. But if you like the bold colors better, you can get that. If you like the subtle colors, you can get that. So it comes in every color family. So I have a 3-inch square, and I'm using that one. And then I've got a 2 by 4 inch of this one. And so you can see I could make it this way. I can make it this way. Doesn't matter. So now this one, I'm just going to show you a variation. I made frames for it. So I just went up a 1/4 inch, and it just adds a little bit more dimension, makes it look a little bit more finished. So just a variation. Again, you don't have to do this. I just want you to see. I don't know. Do I like this better? And then I was going to make a birthday card. I think I am going to leave it the other way. I feel like this kind of looks like some confetti a little bit, so I want that to be on top. Make that front and center. And then, so there's just our layout for my bundle this time, if I can find it. I'm using the new Cake Day. So I know a lot of you today I saw were asking me about the new packaging. So I just want to show you what it looks like. So this is it. Both the dies and the stamps come in this. And just to give you an idea, here's the old cases. So you can see there's definitely a size difference as well. It's taller and it's just a little bit wider, just a tiny bit. And the reason I know that is because all my DVD holders where I've been storing these don't fit this. And then what I've done is I took the, you know, just like we did with our DVD cases, I took the dies and I put them on a magnetic sheet and I kept them together because, and I wish I would have pulled one out. The dies don't tell you the name of it. It just said, I think it says die cuts, dies. I don't remember. And I thought I'm never going to be able to keep track of that. So I like it all together. But this is a brand new that's available in the online exclusives that just came out yesterday. So this is a birthday one. And I'm actually only going to use the candles. Look at all the dies that it has. So you can make all these things that you can put on your cake. But I thought these candles were adorable. So I die cutted them in Secret Sea and Timid Tiger. And I know these aren't the Gator colors, but I probably was watching the Gator game. So it's a little blue and orange inspired. It's just not the right blue and orange. All right, and then I'm also going to use a sentiment from here. Oh, and look at this. So this is a cute little label. That's also in there. It's right there. Okay, let me get that out of the way. And then I'll just show you how this comes. And I'll be honest, I haven't figured out how to make this work. I definitely, in my DVD cases, they were just stuck on there and I didn't have to peel off this plastic every time. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. So if you are watching and you have figured something out, let me know. Because I know we're all trying to figure out this new packaging. All right. So I'm going to stamp. Looks like I've got a little indent there. I'm not sure what that is. I'm going to stamp Make-A-Wish, and I'm going to use Secret Sea. My favorite color that I hope Stampin' Up! Will keep even after these in colors are gone. I feel like if I put it out there in the universe enough, maybe they'll actually do it. All right, so I'm just going to stamp that in the middle. And then this is a circle from the Stylish Shapes die cuts. And how I was picturing this was, oop, hang on. I've got to make it go the right way. I don't know if you can see. There's definitely detail on there. These candles are so cute. I was a little overwhelmed by the cake to start with. And I was like, you know, I don't need a cake to say happy birthday. See, look how cute that is. All right, I'm going to get all that glued down. What do you think? Is this a masculine card? Would you give this to a man even though I have flowers on the one designer series paper? Maybe I should have pulled out the one that is didn't have the flowers. All right, and let's get all this glued down. All right. something fun about this layout, and I think I'm going to show it here in a minute, is look, it can also go this way. Oh, I have a different variation coming, but it could go that way. We're going to put that there. We're going to pop that up. And I think I'm just going to glue that across. All right, card number 2. So you can see same layout, but definitely a different look to it, totally different cards. All right, anybody out there working on one besides Jane? Tomorrow I will have a post that has a picture of all the cards I made, and then you can just go ahead and comment. Put a picture of the card you made in the comments. All right, and then I do put these in upside down just so I can see from the back, so I can see the dies and the stamps. Hopefully that will help some of you with the new packaging. And again, if you have better ideas, I'm open to it because I'm still playing to figure out what I like. Oh, Minnie's working on a card too. I can't wait to see it. I'm really curious what supplies you guys are using. All right, my next card. Okay, so for my card base, this time I'm using a white card base. And then my cardstock is Lost Lagoon. And then this is the new Hobby Haven paper. When I first saw it, I thought, not sure who's going to get this paper. But then I thought, for me personally, who I send lots of thank you cards, if you've ordered kits for me, I always put a card in for you. If you've ordered from me, I always give you a card. And I thought, well, hobbies, that's kind of what I do, so maybe I should get this paper. And then you know what happened? I played with it, and I love it. I love the books. Of course, I'm an avid reader, so I am not a sewer, but look at this paper. How could you not like it? And then it also has the punch out. So that is just a punch out. I didn't do anything with this card except for glue things down and then stamp with this. And this is the new banner sayings, which I think I'm going to be using on this card too. And then there's this one. This was a mystery project I did with my team. So baking. And then I love this one too with all the furniture. And these, again, all punch outs. The only thing I stamped was that. So in that paper, again, it's called Hobby Haven. There are 5 different papers. So I haven't used that one yet, the kind of spa self-care one. It has 5 papers, and then you also get 2 sheets of all the different punch outs of the different hobbies. All right, so that's what I'm using for this card. And so this one I'm going to show you, I am changing the layout a little bit. And I'm going to use a ribbon, and I forgot the name of this one. Jane's asking me if I'm on Goodreads. No, everybody asks me that, and I gotta say I feel a little ashamed for not doing it. But I seriously read so quickly that I don't know. I don't have time to read. I don't have time to post things, so I am really bad at that. For example, this week, I think I've read 3 books already. Okay, so let me get back on to track with this. This time I'm going to use some ribbon, and so I want this, and I'm doing it horizontally. So all of these were vertically, but I still have my 3x3 square, my 2x4 square. And so I was thinking I wanted it to go like this. Yes, I'm liking how that looks. This ribbon, I'm going to go ahead and put down first. Okay, so I'm sorry, I didn't pull out the name of this ribbon. I don't have it with me. I love the look of it. It's that petal pink. I love the braid, but you need to be careful what you put this on because it is thicker than most ribbons and it frays. So like I have a piece of tape on this one. So this is not one that you can just kind of cut. You want it to look frayed. So on this card, I don't want it to look frayed. So I'm going to hide it behind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually use some tape, the Terran tape. And I probably didn't have to use that much ribbon, but it's already cut, so we're going to go with it. So I just put that on first because I want that to be hidden on there. And I'm not okay with how loose it is, so we're going to try and make it a little bit tighter. There we go, that's better. And then because this is so thick, I can't just glue it down like I did with the other. So I'm going to put a dimensional in each corner. Put that down. Oh, and I just realized I want to stamp on the cardstock, so I should not have put this. Oh, and see, look, now you see why I like glue. Look how little there is over here and how much big there is. I'm going to blame the camera in my face, although I think I just really did that poorly. Come on. All right, let's try that again. I think I overcorrected. Well, it's down. We're going with it. Okay, so, and I don't think that is going to glue down either. But I am going to put my 3x3 square down now. And again, most of the cards where I use this format, I use the B side or the more neutral. Doesn't mean you have to, just that's how I've been doing it. Okay, and then we're gonna put that there. So I'm gonna put a little mini one in the top corners here. This is gonna be a bulky card. So if you're doing it with ribbon, you might wanna use a thinner ribbon. Okay, just like that. Okay, so I was just going, let me show you these banner sayings. This is what I was going to put down here, but since I've already stamped it, or since I've already put it down and there's dimensionals, I know I'm not going to stamp well, so I'm really rethinking this. But I really like this new one because all of these can pair with one of these, and I like using the different fonts. And then there's also a punch that goes with it. So I was thinking you did it because this would be good for a retirement card, a graduation card, anytime somebody has worked hard at something. Okay, so let me pull out. Again, this is part of that bundle. Give me a minute because I wasn't prepared to use this. But I'm going to use, we'll use some Lost Lagoon ink. And then, see, this is what I need to figure out. I don't like how it's getting stuck there, and I don't want to have to peel off the plastic each time. You did it. And they're such cute little sayings. Stampin' Up! Used to have a stamp set called Itty Bitty Sayings, I think was the name of it. And I used it so much, and this reminds me of that. All right, so there are 3 different punches that you can use. So just so you can see what they are, I think I'm going to use this one. So then I'm just going to put that right there. All right, card number 3. Okay, last card. Let me clean this off and put it away. Okay, again, here are the measurements that I'm using today. All right. Okay, so for my card base, I switched it up a little bit. You can see it's still the same size, but instead of taking a sheet of paper and cutting it horizontally, I cut it vertically. So really, this is 11 by 4 1/4 square to 5 1/2. Same idea though. Then I have my 4 1/4 or 4 by 5 1/4, and this is Petal Pink, and I've embossed it with, oh geez, I didn't write the name of it either. This is a brand new embossing folder, and it comes with the Brushed with Beauty suite. So I'm hoping that's coming through. So I'm using that. And then for my designer series paper, my 3-inch square, and then my 2 by 4 inch. And this is all coming with the Brushed Beauty suite. It's a brand new suite. So I'll just show you the papers. Let me start with the A side. Like, look at that paper. I have a class, I'll have a class coming up using this that you can get the kit. Stampin' Up! Is having a class with it too. I have not attended one of their classes. It seems like they're going to start doing them monthly. All I know is that for this one, they're charging $30, and that gets you access to the class. And then of course, you would need to buy all the supplies. And then you get like a Zoom link, some sort of private link, and they're making 4 cards, a box, and a scrapbook page, I believe. Might be 3 cards, a box, and a scrapbook page. And it's all using this. So this is their new Mega Suite. I love, love, love the paper. And then the stamp sets too. So again, this is the flower one, and I did it just like the last one. So all the new packaging, I'm putting the magnets or the dies on a magnetic sheet, just like I did with the DVDs, and then it's just going in this new package. So that's one bundle with it. And then they have the sentiment bundle too, which has the large Just Because, and then all the sayings. And of course, you can die cut the Just Because, and it has labels for the sayings. So this one, I imagine, is one that I'm going to use a lot. All right, so there's our basic layout. I don't know which way we're going. I think I might go this way. We'll see. And then this is the label from the Just Because. So I've die cut that one out. And I'm going to do I Appreciate You, because I always need thank you cards. right? Every time you place an order or do a card kit, I send you a thank you card. So I'm always in need of those. Okay, so when they're these clear ones and they are long, I tend to just lay it down. You can tell it's new, it's very sticky. And then put my block on it. Otherwise, I always curve it. So I think I'm gonna stamp it in Mossy Meadow. Which, did you see my reel today that I posted with the card with Mossy Meadow? I'm thinking I'm underappreciating this color. There we go. I have it right here. This is the card. So I'm part of the 30-day Christmas card challenge. Today was day, what's today? November 4th or November 5th? I think it's November 5th. So today was day 5 and it was a color challenge. And so this is the card I made for it. And as soon as I'm done here, I'm gonna start making my card for tomorrow. Okay, that looks pretty, just like that. Again, I'm a paper person. If the paper is pretty, the card's going to be pretty. All right, so then I also, I love this stem, and it's part of this bundle. Like, I love that one. I haven't done anything with the flowers yet. I promise I will, and then I'll share. I die cut it in Mossy Meadow. And then I also did it in vellum. So Stampin' Up! Has vellum back. If you are a vellum person, they have it again. And since they haven't had it in a while, I've been using other places' vellum. And I forget just how good Stampin' Up! Is over everybody else. This vellum is so nice. It's much thicker. It's not as transparent, but I die cut it for this, and I don't know, is that too white with all this cream I've got going on, with all this vanilla? So instead I thought maybe this, but then is that too dark? And then I pulled out, there should be 3 gems in here. I wonder if the other one's stuck in my envelope still. I pulled out these gems. So this suite does have its own gems, but I haven't pulled it out yet. I'm using one that's been out for a while, Antique Pearls. All right, which envelope was that? I'm thinking it might, my third one might still be in there. Nope, we know how it goes. I'll find it later. All right, so let's start gluing this down. Making sure I'm putting glue on the correct side. And then everything I'm making today, like every stamp set, all the papers, everything is available in my online store. The link is below. I wanted it this way. The link is in the comments section, and I do have my BOGO sale going on right now. So what that means is for every bundle or stamp that you purchase in my online store, you can choose one of mine that are retired from my stash. And so I'll send you a link once you've purchased, and I'll let you know how many you can order. You pick what you want, and all you're doing is paying shipping. So if you still need to get your Christmas bundles or whatever you need, go ahead and click on that button in the comments and then get some free stuff while you're at it. And then I will be shipping those out by the end of November. I'm usually ahead of schedule, but I always like to tell you later than it will be, so that I'd rather be ahead than behind. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that right there. I'm gonna need a mini dot. Ooh, sorry, just hit the camera. Okay, and then I'll put these antique pearls. Again, I never recommend putting 2 of anything. I like to do odd numbers, but one of them's missing right now. So when he turns up, I'll put the 3rd one on. All right. All right, so what do you think of this template? I'll bring in all 4 cards again. So you can see they all use the same measurements of the designer series paper and cardstock, but I've just switched them up a little bit so that they all look completely different. So this is probably one of my most versatile ones that I've shown. All right, well, I'm hoping that you're going to make your own version of this and that you'll post. Like I said, tomorrow I will post a picture of these cards, and then you can comment right in there and add it. Oh, thank you. I'm seeing, oh, look like somebody had a frustrated face, but I'm seeing lots of hearts and smiley faces and surprise faces going by. So Minnie and Jane, I hope I see yours tomorrow. Keep watching to see my 30-day Christmas challenge. So far, I know we're only day 5 in, but so far I've been able to keep up, and my goal is that I do keep up all month long. And then Saturday, I will be live again around 9 a.m. where I'll be making a card for you. So hopefully I will see you soon. Thanks for joining me tonight.